Mr. Seshu Kumar, who is the head of merchandising in With Basket. Welcome to WCC, sir. A great pleasure having you. The e-platforms are a big success. Every youth is interested. How is the growth of e-platforms in India, and what percentage of cashews are being traded in it?
I'll first cover the growth.
Yes.
Okay, we are finding that we have a growth runway of about 3 times every year.
Yes.
Okay, so we grow by about 10 to 15% per month. Okay, and we grow by 3 times from year to year. So we are looking at within 2 years to be a $1 billion company. Okay, and we today contribute to about 50% of the entire grocery retailing in the country. So to that extent, we can actually forecast that the grocery retailing would be about $2 billion in 2 years from now.
Right, right.
And basically what we foresee is that in 5 to 10 year period, the grocery retailing will become as large as the modern trade retail in the country. Okay, so and to that extent, the growth will actually go to all the categories which are sold by the e-commerce retailers. Coming specifically to cashew, cashew is a product which can be used in all products in the country. It is an ingredient which can be used in all the products. So we find that a lot of application for cashew in our private label products. So we have private labels in all processed foods. For example, we have private labels in chocolates. We have private labels in snacks. We believe that as we go forward, we will be able to use cashew in a large scale in all these products. As of today, we only sell basically the whole and broken cashew in a packed form. Okay, and the sale of all these all these different variants of cashew put together contributes to about 2 to 3% of our total sale.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Right.
But as we go along and we introduce them in our private label in the processed foods, we assume that it will be much higher.
Right, sir. So I wanted to know about the brandings and the retail markets of the branded cashews, sir. How is it going in the e-platforms?
My answer here would be, is not very positive from the point of view of brand. See, the problem is, when you sell branded products, you have to cognize with the fact that there are a large number of brands already present in the market. So we have about 20,000 products on our site, out of which cashew brands and variants alone will be a couple of hundred products. So what you would find is that when so many brands are fighting with each other, then none of the brands will be able to make a volume which is significant for them to actually sell. So actually we believe that our own private label brands will be a far larger proportion of the total sale as compared to number of small brands. Even today, in the whole cashews and the broken cashew segment, our private label brands are more than 90% of the sale at our store. And the same would apply to processed as well as flavored cashews over a period of time.
So what are the most sought out nuts, sir? Is it plain or roasted, or is it the flavored nuts?
No, the plain and roasted varieties are the most sought out in the country today. Okay, and as we go forward, flavored can become a slightly larger proportion, but I think the plain and roasted will continue to be a large proportion of it.
Right. The prices have gone up of cashews when compared to that of other nuts. Do you see difference when compared to relating to the sales when compared to that of previous years?
See, there are two applications of cashew. One is cashew per se being eaten as a snack.
Right.
Okay. When you come to cashew as a whole product which is being eaten as a snack in various forms, we find that actually the effect of price on the cashew as a snack is not very high. So even if then there is an increase in the price, the sale doesn't go down. Okay. Then the second is actually cashew being used as an ingredient in different products, which can be chocolates, snacks, and so on. In these products, because the customer actually ties up with the final price of the product, and if the price goes up, customer may not buy enough. The processors tend to actually reduce the use of cashew. Okay, so that is the risk which cashew industry would have. If the price goes up in the processed product segment, either they go to the lower variants of cashew or they reduce the usage of cashew as a quantity.
Right, sir. So we we would be very happy if you tell how does Big Basket source cashews from? Is it from the agents or will it procure directly from the processors?
We don't believe in procuring from agents, primarily because of the reason that our control on quality of the product is very, very low when we procure from agents.
Right.
Okay, because we don't have a traceability of where the product is coming from. And every product we buy, we would like to know whether the product is coming from the farmer and which farmer and what variety.
Right.
Okay, so when we buy from agents, there can be a blend of products. Okay, there can be a blend of variants, because of which we will never be able to establish a traceability. So to that extent, we always try to procure directly from the grower or the processor.
Yeah. What do you think about WCC and how was your experience?
I think it's a very good forum, and particularly because of the fact that India is the largest consumer of cashew, and at this point of time, the growing of cashew in India is still not in line with the demand which is there.
Right, sir.
So since a large proportion of it is actually imported, it's a good forum which gets the growers in other continents as well as the Indian buyers together.